Hello and welcome to Car and Bike. We have with us the new Hero XPulse 210. Now this is the updated XPulse, but it will be sold alongside the existing XPulse 200 4V. There are quite a few changes and we'll talk all about it. How is it compared to the 200 of course, and should you even consider paying that extra money for a 210? But before that, please do like the Car and Bike channel. If you haven't yet, hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time we ride a new bike like this or drive a new car and tell you all about it. How is it? What is it? And should you even consider putting your hard-earned money on a motorcycle like this or any other car or bike? So let's get down to it, talk about the new Hero XPulse 210. The new Hero XPulse 210 looks bigger and longer than the 200, and it is. It gets new bodywork along with a reworked seat which is wider and longer for both rider and pillion. The seat narrows down to the front where it meets the 13-liter fuel tank, and the handlebar mounts are adjustable so that you can change your ergonomics, and there are accessory handlebar risers also available. There's a taller windscreen than the existing XPulse 200, under which sits the new LED headlight assembly. It gets dual LED projector headlamps along with the edge-shaped LED DRL. Wheel sizes are 21-inch front and 18-inch rear and are now shod with Eurogrip dual sport tires. The exhaust is short, stubby and thinner than before, as is the overall bike, which has slimmed down although wheelbase is longer, and weight has also gone up, courtesy the new chassis and suspension with more travel. So that's what the new XPulse 210 looks like. You let us know what you think of the design. I'll just walk you through a few notable changes what Hero has done on this motorcycle. As you can see, the design has seen a little bit of an evolution, but some noteworthy changes. This one of course is the top variant of the new XPulse 210 and it's priced at 1,85,800. The base variant is priced 10,000 rupees less at 175,800. What do you get in the top variant? Two different colors. This is the Alpine Silver. You also get a Azure Blue. The base is available in white or red. And you get this windshield, knuckle guards and rear luggage plate, which you don't get in the base variant. And of course, you don't get dual channel ABS on the base variant, which you get on this. And talking about dual channel ABS, the ABS modes, now you have 3 modes on this. You have the option of choosing either road mode, trail or off-road. Now road has ABS on both wheels. Trail you will have rear ABS switched off, and front gives you a little bit of less ABS intrusion in trail mode, and full off-road mode, complete ABS off. So 3-level ABS on this, on the top variant of course, and more power, more torque. But the question is, the XPulse 200 is still available at 20,000 rupees less than this. If you're in the market, does the 210 make more sense, or should you go for the 200? And there's only one way to find out. We'll get to it in a bit, but let me walk you through a few things. Apart from knuckle guards, what Hero has also introduced is this. That's a very handy thing to have. When you're riding off-road, you have a fall or your bike gets stuck somewhere. It's very easy to pull the bike out of tricky situations. If it's stuck, that's a nice addition there. Knuckle guards, standard knuckle guards, they're quite robust. That'll help your levers in case of falling while riding off-road. Suspension travel has also gone up. 210 mm suspension travel on the front, and the rear monoshock now gets 205 mm suspension travel. It's a linkage type monoshock, which gives you progressive damping so that you don't feel while doing small jumps and all, it won't bottom out very easily. Ground clearance also 220 mm ground clearance. It comes with a standard bash plate, so that's to take care of your underside of the engine, the sum guard. New dual cradle chassis, which is stiffer and said to give you more stability and more control of the bike. So how is the 210 then? The XPulse 210? Only one way to find out. So let's get down to riding it. First we'll ride it off-road. More importantly, is it a significant improvement over the XPulse 200? We'll also have to ride it on the highway and tell you all about it. So let's get down to it. Gear up and ride off-road. The XPulse 210's engine may be derived from the Charisma XMR 210, but it is not at all like the Charisma XMR's engine. That's because there are a lot of changes inside the engine. The engine's calibration is different, the cam timing has been optimized, and it gets a bigger rear sprocket, 46 teeth rear sprocket. That has changed the gearing. And what immediately comes to mind soon as you set off with the XPulse 210 is the refinement of the engine and the torque delivery. All gears, the torque is punchy, strong. It is nothing like the XPulse 200. So refinement, strong pull of torque, that is completely different on the XPulse 210 compared to the XPulse 200. Overall torque delivery is quite nice. It pulls very nicely in all the gears. And even on tarmac, climbing up hills, this one feels effortless while climbing uphill. And the fun begins when you go off-road. That exhaust note is such a lovely exhaust note. Just listen to it. And then it's like a proper dirt bike. You can go up dirt trails, you can slide it around, you can do jumps. If it's an entry-level adventure or a dual sport bike you're looking for, the XPulse 210 has really taken the game a few notches higher than the XPulse 200 for sure. And off-roadability, again, it's accessible, but it's got that punch, it's got that spunk in the engine, which makes it even more entertaining than ever before. So then, if you're in the market for an entry-level adventure bike, should you consider the XPulse 210 or should you consider the XPulse 200? Price difference is about 20-odd thousand on the base variant of this, but in my book, go for the top-end variant. It's got 3-level ABS and the trail mode, which has the front ABS and the rear is switched off. That really helps when you're going downhill, going down trails, because then you don't have the danger of the front wheel locking up in case of an emergency. You need to brake hard. And if you're adventurous enough, you can go full off-road mode, both ABS disabled. And of course, you get all those extra kit on the top variant, knuckle guards, windshield, and the luggage carrier rear. So price difference of this compared to the XPulse 200 will come to about 30,000-35,000 rupees. But in my book, this is actually worth the extra moolah that you pay for. And it is not a very powerful motorcycle, but it's got that torque, it's got that strength, it's got that refinement of the engine, which makes it a completely different motorcycle compared to the XPulse 200. Are there any similarities? In my book, this one is a completely new motorcycle. Chassis is different, engine is different, it's got character, it's got personality, it's got spunk, and that extra 30,000 that you pay for it is well worth for the XPulse 210. The only thing which some of you may want to know is about its highway cruising abilities. It's still a small engine, 210cc engine. It will do 100 kilometers per hour all day. It'll go up to 120, but it's not happy beyond 100 kilometers per hour. It'll take some time to go beyond 100. But from 80 to 100, it's still urgent. It's still got the pull from the engine. And that's the normal speeds that you probably use unless you really want to go very fast. If you want to go very fast, this bike will disappoint you. If you're primarily going to be sticking to tarmac, top-end performance may possibly not be to your liking. But if you want off-road ability and accessibility and you want to start off-road riding, then this bike really is a fantastic platform to start off-road riding and even adventure touring on. 100 kilometers per hour is good enough speed to tour. 80, 90, you can cruise all day long. It's got some added punch to go up to 115, 120 as well. So overall, performance-wise, this is a completely transformed machine compared to the XPulse 200. No comparison, in fact. So then finally, how is the new XPulse 210? Short answer, it's a fun, entertaining, entry-level adventure bike. But compared to the XPulse 200, everything is new. Chassis, engine, features, design, everything, ergonomics, all new motorcycle. But the question that will probably come to your mind is, how much is a 10cc increment? Don't look at the numbers. Take a test ride, because this one's got a personality which is nothing like the XPulse 200. In fact, I'd go on to say that if you're looking for a XPulse entry-level adventure bike within the Hero XPulse family, my recommendation is to go for this, the XPulse 210, because it's in every aspect, be it handling, be it dynamics, be it the engine, be it the personality, be it the torque, everything is several notches higher than the XPulse 200. The 10cc increment may sound a little less on paper, but this one does everything better than the XPulse 200. In fact, at 20,000-30,000 that you pay extra, you get a much better, much well-rounded product than the XPulse 200 on this, the XPulse 210. And coming back to performance, how does it handle on the highway? If you want more highway performance, then this probably is not the bike for you. You should look elsewhere, because if you want to do triple-digit speeds all day long and do quick overtakes beyond 100, this one will go up to 120, 125, but it takes some time beyond 100. But 80 to 100, it's still got the spunk, still got some pull, and quite an enjoyable and fun motorcycle this is. And if you want to start adventure riding, entry-level adventure riding, you want to start off-road riding, at that price point, this one still makes a solid case. Take a test ride. This could get all your off-road, all your adventure needs fulfilled.